Hello, my name is Asher, and this is Asher Reviews Movies and TV. Today we're going to be ranking movies that made over 1 billion in the box office. So this is 1 billion to 1 billion, from 2 billion, 100 million, and all the way down to 1.5 billion. There will be a part 2 to this video. So as you can see, I'm going to just take you through this quickly. We got an F tier, a D tier, a C tier, a B tier, an A tier, and an S tier. So that's 6 different tiers. B being mediocre, C being just so S is let me actually write this in. A is really good. B is good. If you can see, C is going to be mid. Is that right? And then F is going to be so S is the best film of all time. Well, the best film on this list. S is the best film on the list. A is a really good film. B is just a good film. C is a mid film. D is an alright film. And F is trash. Get straight into it. Right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 films to go through. I'm going to tell you a little bit about all the films. I have watched most of them. I think 1, 2, 3 films on this list. Oh, 5 films on this list I've not watched out of 17, which is pretty good if I say so myself. Right, let's go. So first we're going to start off with all the Marvel films, and the one that made the least was Black Panther. To be honest, I think this is a really good film, so I'm going to put an A tier. Obviously starring Chadwick Boseman and a lot of other very popular actors. What's his name? Sebastian Stan is in for about 30 seconds of the film, but the battle for Wakanda is obviously a main part on this film. Black Panther has always been one of my favorite characters in the MCU, incomplete, because his character definitely died way too soon. Obviously, Chadwick Boseman, RIP to him, he died way too soon as well. The next thing on the Marvel terms we've got is Avengers Age of Ultron, and I thought this was a good film. Some people thought it wasn't as good of a film, but I think it was probably the second, third best film of phase 2 of the MCU, because it was a really, really good film in my opinion. Obviously introduces a lot of good characters like Vision, Wanda, and Quicksilver, but obviously Quicksilver has died. Is it Quicksilver is the name? Yeah, I think it's Quicksilver. Ultron's also introduced, as well as a lot of other little smaller characters, which will play a bigger role in the MCU from that film onwards. You also got a bit of a cameo from War Machine in this film as well, and this is also the one that forms the Avengers recruitment program. So next we've got is The Avengers. I'm going to put that in A, really good film. I would put it in S, but I know there's a lot of other really good films on this list as well, and I can't put everything in S. So that is going to go there. Obviously starring Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Samuel Jackson, Jeremy Renner, Mark Ruffalo, Don Cheadle I think plays a little bit in there. Yeah, really good characters, really good villain. Tom Hiddleston plays an amazing villain in this film, Loki. Really, really good film. Next we've got Spider-Man No Way Home. starring obviously Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch. I watched this once. I've seen this once. I'm going to put this in A. Well, I'm actually going to put it in B. Might be a bit controversial, but that's a B tier to me. It's a good film, but it's not really one of them films I would rewatch over and over again. It's kind of boring. But the thing is with the Tom Holland Spider-Man films, they can get really boring after a time. And but stuff with Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, I really enjoy watching them, even though the second one is absolute poop. Okay, so that's 4 films now done. The last 2 MCU films are over here, and we've got Avengers Infinity War, which is going straight to S tier, no matter what anybody says. That is the best Avengers film. Endgame is really good also, but this is obviously got a wide range of cast. Robert Downey Jr.'s back, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson. The Guardians of the Galaxy are actually getting involved in this film as well. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Bradley Cooper, Dave Bautista, and Vin Diesel as well also get introduced into the film and into the MCU. And we also see Captain America, Team Iron Man and Team Captain America work again together, which is really cool. The next thing, we've also got Endgame, and that's also going to go in the best movie on the list, because they're both really good movies, and I thought that, I didn't actually go to the cinemas to see it, which I really regret, because I know the cinema experience must have been amazing. I can't believe I didn't go to the cinema and watch it. That's one of my regrets in life. I should have really gone to watch that in the cinema, but I did watch it at home with my father, and it was a really, really good film. Okay, so that's everything to do with Marvel now, and we're going to do Disney animation. So we've got Disney. Let's just do Disney in general. We got 1, 2, 3 Disney films on here, which is really surprising because I didn't think any Disney films would be in the top things. So there's only one of them I haven't, or two Disney films I haven't seen actually. So we're going to start with Frozen 2, which I have seen a few times. Not lately, because obviously I'm not going to watch Frozen 2. But this, I believe, was a good film. I know it's brought a lot of hype for the 3rd one coming out. I think next year is coming out. But I thought it was a good film, but obviously, it was better than the 1st one, but I don't think it was as good as some other Disney films like Toy Story and etc. Next thing we're going to go for, because these ones I've not seen either of, so The Lion King I've heard is actually pretty bad. So I'm going to put this in C. And then Inside Out 2 I'm going to put in B, because I've heard that's really good, which I'm probably going to check out at some point. I might watch that tonight. I might watch The Lion King tonight, actually, because The Lion King, the animated one, was one of my favourite movies from Disney altogether. But I just haven't, the story of betrayal is quite good in it as well. Let me see, what can I do? Let me see. Oh, that's cool. Doing round images now. The next thing we're going to go for is, I'll just go for the only other animated film here, which is the Mario Bros. Movie, which I have reviewed on the channel, and I thought it was definitely a mid film. Definitely was not the best film ever, but it definitely was not a bad animated film whatsoever, starring Chris Pratt and a lot of other good characters in there, Jack Black and Chris Pratt. It just needed a bit more action and a bit more story. Bowser got defeated way too easily at the end, and I thought his character, the video game character, really just got brought down, which is not good to see really, because you want sometimes, The next thing we're going to go with is, and the thing is, as I would like to say, is you can see most of these are actually sequels on the list. The only ones that are not sequels are the Mario Bros. Movie and the Avengers, because the Avengers 3, 4 and 2 are sequels, or Black Panther's not a sequel. Frozen 2 is a sequel. Inside Out 2 is a sequel. The Lion King is obviously a live action remake of The Lion King, which still technically counts. Spider-Man is a sequel, so you can see that the sequels actually tend to do better than the first film. So if the first film's actually really good, people are more likely to spend their money on the sequel. It's like, let's go Fast and Furious 7, right? There's been 6 films before this. I think it might have been 7 films before this. But there's been 6 films before this. Right? That's why they're still bringing them out, because they are more popular as people watch the older ones. They're like, oh, that's a really good film. And then they watch the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and then the next one. Because if you're a fan of one of them, you're going to be a fan of most of them. And especially with Fast and Furious 7, especially around the time Paul Walker passed away in a car accident, which was tragic. Really sad, to be honest, because obviously I was very young at the time. I was only 4, but you know, he's a really good actor, really good character in the series of films, and I thought he was really good. Had really good chemistry with Vin Diesel. You know, it's just a really sad story about it, but you know, again, so that's why the film was so popular, because that was the last film Paul Walker ever did before he passed away, and he actually passed away at the end of the film. He didn't actually pass away in the film, but he passed away in real life, so they could never bring his character to death in the actual film. So that's why they had the little send-off at the end. Right, now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do the avatars, which I've never seen, but I know the first Avatar is supposed to be really good. So we're going to put that in A tier, and we're going to put Avatar 2 in B tier, because I've never watched either of them. Right, let's go for the Star Wars film. I'm going to put that in C. No, I'm going to put that in B tier, because I thought it was, you know, a decent film. Definitely not better than the older films, but still a really good film. So the next thing we're going to talk about now. So I'm going to talk about the Star Wars film a little bit more. Sorry about that, I just got distracted. So the Star Wars film, you know, it was a good film. Obviously starring Daisy Ridley, Harrison Ford in this one as well, Princess Leia, I can't remember her name. Yeah, so it was a decent film, but it just wasn't as good as the older ones by far. So we're gonna look at the Jurassic Park next, starring Chris Pratt. Okay, so Chris Pratt's been on this film quite a bit. Been on this list quite a bit, which is quite cool to see, to be honest. 3 different films. Again, actually, Jurassic World was not the best film whatsoever. I did like it the first time I watched it, but then I just did a rewatch, and I don't like it that much. I don't have any of the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park in my collection. I do want to get them all, but it's just not worth spending a £5 on the box set in a charity shop, to be honest. I'm not going to spend any money. Well, 10p I might spend on a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World film, that's it. Because I didn't think they were actually that good. Next we have the Titanic, which I have watched, which I had to watch for history at some point, actually. That was about 2 years ago now. Jesus, I'm old. It's a really good film. It was a really good film. I think it more focused on Jack and I can't remember her name. Jack and the other character, but you know, the Titanic was obviously the main theme of the film, and we know probably just Jack and Rose. That's it. It probably didn't actually happen, but you know, still a really good film. Top Gun Maverick. I've never seen this, but I've heard it's really good. I'm gonna put that in. Really, really good. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, sub, turn on the notification bell, and at the end of the video I'm going to put a little picture up of the statistics, which have increased, by the way. Thank you all so much for that. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, which would be really good for the channel and really good for us, all of us, you know. I'm going to do a special mention to my friend who was supposed to actually be part of this video, but I don't know what he's doing. He won't pick up the phone. So I can't actually be a part of the video. He was a part of the last one and I forgot to add him in the video. I'm actually editing that after now, so I will add him in that video then. Obviously, go and check me out on all my socials, and don't forget to like, sub, turn on the notification. Comment down below any future video ideas, any more rankings you want me to do, any more reviews you want me to do. And I do post weekly on the posts. Sometimes I do a poll on what movies to watch. Not many people answer them, but if you do want to answer them, feel free to. I normally do it around about 9 o'clock at night, so that I have the movie either to watch that night or the night after. I tend to do it around that time because that's when I have the most free time. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.